Welcome to the Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly podcast, your no-nonsense guide to the markets. Subscribe, join the community, and get ready to dive into real talk and real market insights. Let's get started.
Welcome to the Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. Well, I tell you, we're getting close to September. Whew, unbelievable. It's almost over. Very, very quiet today. But I'll tell you, it was a good day here. Early in the morning, we caught some Palantir shorts with the non-confirmation. Tesla was a great short after the opening on the new highs. The MACD is non-confirming on the 30-minute time frame. And then we had some really big sell divergences here on the spiders, on the 15. We had some big sell divergences on the S&P futures and NASDAQ futures on the 30 and 60-minute time frame, making new highs, non-confirmation. Also, when the spiders and the Qs were making new highs on the 30 and 60, the non-confirmations, I'll show you that. Great patterns there on the sell divergences in a positive trend. Big move here today. The 30-minute time frame on the spiders reversed to buy, and then I said between 12:30, between 12 and 2 or 12:30 and 2:30, we were going to get a great pullback on the 15. S&P futures 82 all the way up to 02. Unbelievable move. Again, not to say we caught 20 points, but that pattern of first pullback on the 15-minute time frame after the 30-minute reverse to buy, correlating with the 60 and the 15. Also, at the end of the day, we got a flush down around 305. S&P futures again traded down to 86, and then ricochet right back off the 30-minute time frame, and the market rallied sharply there. All right, we're waiting for NVIDIA's earnings after the bell. Obviously, that's going to be a big number coming out, and that should give us an indication where the markets are headed. Again, I'd probably tell you, you don't have to hear it in my voice, I'm probably one of the most bearish people alive. I did say last year, back in November, sometime in the first or second quarter, we would hit 6,500. I stay with that prediction. We hit it. Now I'm done with that. Now I think we get a pullback to 6,050, and then I think we get a pullback to 5,700 somewhere, in the next couple months here. That sounds a lot, but hey, I've been doing this a long time, and anything's possible here because those big gaps below, and then I think we go right back up again into the end of the fourth quarter and early first and second quarter of next year. All right, let me just show you these great sell divergences here in Tesla this morning. So I'm looking at Tesla this morning, and I couldn't believe, obviously, this is what we do here. So here's Tesla making the new high here, 355. Now, we shorted the highs here, okay? It really was only one really great play in Tesla today, okay? And if you see it here, you can see the new high here, okay? The new high right here, and the 30-minute time frames were nowhere near correlating right here. You can see if you draw your horizontal line that the MACDs did not confirm the high, and within no time, within a good hour, Tesla, boom, was down north of $5. Great pattern there. Palantir, another great one here on Palantir. If you look at Palantir, you can see Palantir had two sell divergences here above this 162.40. You can see that the MACDs on the 30-minute time frame, yellow over blue, did not confirm. Also, you can see the MACD negative here, blue over yellow on the push up here. You can see here it is, 162. So you had two non-confirmations on the MACDs above the pivot, making new highs. Let them have them. That's what I say. Let them have them. All right. Also, Avago, really great long here today. Avago reversing to buy on the 15-minute time frame. Here's the 15, right? And then you can buy small pullbacks on the 5-minute time frame. But then look at this nice pullback here on the 15. Here's one. Here's a little bull flag, two. And at the end of the day, here's three. But again, very choppy here today. Even if you just took the 5-minute pullbacks from the time Avago reverses to buy on the 15, and it correlates with the 30 and the 60-minute time frame, you go into a positive trend. Really great pattern there. All right, looking at the spiders here, let's show you the spiders. So here we are. Every time they made a new high, let me bring up the 60-minute time frame here. Again, here you can even see the new high here, and the MACD didn't confirm on the 15, but I really went with the bigger time frames here. If you draw your horizontal line here, And I always go from the top here. You can see right there. Every time the S&P's made a new high, we will call them for shorts right there. You're making new highs here. You can have sells divergences in a positive trend. Okay, so basically every time they made a new high, the MACDs did not confirm on the 30 and 60-minute time frame. Now I'll take you over to the S&P futures here, and I'll show you that. You can see here as well, every time we meet a new high, the MACDs did not confirm on the 30-minute. Boom here and boom here. That's why every new high, I was saying, let them have them. Let them have them. Okay. Again, if you can master divergences, in my opinion, you have conquered the art of trading. And that's what I teach here every day. These are calls we made. These are trades I took in the day here based upon the conditions in the market. Remember, you use 3 time frames intraday, the 15, the 30, and the 60-minute time frame. But more importantly, I look at indicator 4, which is my algorithm, which gives me the conditions. The conditions are you can have a trend, a buy reversal, sell reversal, correlation, and disconnect. And guess what? Really great patterns along the way. Each condition has 2 strategies, a buy and a sell divergence. So 3 time frames, 5 conditions, 10 strategies. All right. Let me show you the Qs here today. The QQQs reverses to buy here. Let me put it over here. You can see the trend on the 60 and 30. And then when the 15-minute time frame reverses to buy, right here, boom, you buy the pullback on the 15. Here's 1, here's 2. So the 2 pullbacks on the 15 today around the 12:30 and about 3 o'clock, 3:15 were really, really very powerful. When the S&Ps dropped like that, I didn't even flinch. I said I'd buy everything. Okay. And we saw the likes of, let's say, Microsoft drop there. Microsoft ended up rallying about $2. NVIDIA off that rallied about, I don't know, about 70, 80 cents. Apple on that pullback there around rallied roughly about $1. Okay. And, again, it's all about the technical studies and the way I look at the market. That's really important for you. Oh, there goes NVIDIA. Boom. Something just came out. There goes in S&Ps, just shot right up above 0304. NVIDIA earnings are coming out here. Stock is up now above 183 here. Not great. Not great. S&P's above here. Let's see what's going on here. 183. NVIDIA's earnings were released here. Now NVIDIA's down. I knew they were going to go there. NVIDIA, look at the S&P. I said NVIDIA would miss. And now it's down $4. S&Ps just traded 02 down to 66. Yes. I love when they go down. All right. So, okay. So NVIDIA's earnings just came out. The Qs, the NASDAQ futures getting absolutely kabooshed. The NASDAQ futures just dropped 180 points like nothing. S&Ps just dropped about 35, 40. NVIDIA's down 7. I said I thought I thought NVIDIA would miss, and that could be the catalyst here. We still have a long way to go to fill those gaps, 60, 50. Oh my God, NASDAQ's down 200. S&P's just dropped 40 points here. NVIDIA's down almost $8 here. Really unbelievable. I love it when they go down. All right. With that being said, okay, when I get back, I will tell you what I expect for tomorrow. Well, obviously, with this NVIDIA news here, the stock is down almost 9 now, which is a monster move here, okay? And S&P's just dropped 40. NASDAQ just dropped 240. If this continues to stay like this, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be, I said today in the live stream, I said, I will bet you NVIDIA misses today. I just felt it in my bones. It's just, I don't know what it was. I just think that you can't have, okay, it just rallied about 2 here. I just said that you can't have all these quarters of this constant growth at this rapid rate. And I just said, anyway, whatever it is. The point of the matter is that being said, I think if we stay down here like this tomorrow, the key is the spiders and the Qs going to hold. Right now, the Qs are below the 30-minute where it would reverse negative. And the Qs are almost about to reverse negative on the 60. Big numbers here. I'll give you them. Okay. Qs. 570, 65 on the Qs, okay? 570, 65 on the 30-minute. If you close it closes below that at 10 o'clock. and the big number 569.02. Okay, 569.02. That would be the 60-minute time frame. On the spiders, 644.43. Well, we're below that right now. That's on the 30-minute. And the big number, the 60-minute, 642.94. 642.94 on the 60 minutes. So if we do get this continuation downward overnight and we get these 30s and 60s will reverse to sell, I would look for shorts, okay? And then basically the bottom line is I would wait for bounces to get short on the time frames of 15 and the 5, 15, and 30-minute time frames tomorrow. Tomorrow, we do have initial jobless claims. We do have the GDP revision as well. Big number on Friday is the PCE. NVIDIA rallied about 2 off the lows here, down now 7.5 now. On Friday, we have the PCE, core PCE index. Okay. All right. So when I get back, I want to tell you what I want to tell you, share with you. Big announcement coming up for this Thursday, so stay tuned. Okay, so this Thursday night, tomorrow, I'm going to be hosting. I'm going to be hosting an 8 to 10 o'clock. Please, there's a link here for you to join the Tokyo session. And those of you who like to trade the futures markets and Tokyo session, pretty damn good session, I have to tell you. Especially if you're trading prop accounts, there's no margin. I love doing this. I'm probably going to end up doing this sometime in September as well. I'll pick one night, but also have the opportunity to do this with an announcement I don't want to make yet, but hopefully that this comes to fruition. And I think it's a great session. People really love it. And most important, I think it's just a great time to trade for those of you who can't sit in front of a screen all day long when you're at night, especially if you live in California or wherever. But I think it's also a great opportunity to trade the markets, link several accounts to one. You can make $500. Let's say you make $500, and in the end, you make $500 on 5 accounts. You're making $2,500, and I think it's a great opportunity. We sometimes it's slow for the first 35, 40 minutes, but we'll normally get anywhere between 3 to 6 great trades on gold and S&P and NASDAQ futures. So anywhere between 4 and 9 trades during that time. And it starts off slow. Sometimes like Monday, a couple of days ago, it wasn't really that slow. It really did. It really was pretty wild. Okay. All right. With that being said, thank you for joining me tonight on the Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. And really not that much to show because there wasn't really much to do. NVIDIA bouncing now off about 4 off the lows. S&P futures Australia about 16 off the lows. They're a short up here. Okay, so with that being said, please join me every single day at sktrading.live. Please hit the subscribe button. Please leave a comment if you have a comment here on my podcast. Also, if you'd like to follow me on social media, please follow me on official Stephen Kalajian on X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And if you'd like to reach out to me personally, you could text me at 914-500-7484. Have a great night, everybody. God bless you. And more importantly, God bless the United States of America. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to the Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly podcast, your no-nonsense guide to the markets. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe at sktrading.live. We'd love for you to rate, review, and join our community for more real talk and market insights. Until next time, keep trading and stay sharp.